Alright, so I went to Costco again, and this time I just took the two girls by myself. And Summer liked my Costco haul so much last time that she's letting me do it again. So this time I'm going to start, actually I'll start behind me. Dinner, we ordered the Costco pizza because it's after tax $10.45 and it tastes really good, and so everybody's pretty excited about it. In case you're concerned, it's vegetarian but not vegan. Alright, oranges. They had organic navel oranges there by the case. Got a lot of those. Decided to try this organic raw oatmeal. I will eat the plain one with no sugar in it, and the kids will eat the maple and brown sugar. Because sometimes I just eat plain steel-cut oats just to kind of get it down, get some nutrition and some fiber. Not many people probably would like to do that though. We got a bunch of bananas. We do those in smoothies a lot. Organic jelly. Dave's Killer Bread. This has become a staple in our home. Costco sells this kind in a 2-pack. This orange juice is pretty good orange juice. It's just simply orange, not from concentrate. The main thing we use this in is smoothies. Chia squeezes, again, the kids love these. They're pretty healthy. Another package of mangoes. That went over really well last week. Summer loves this kind. I don't know what kind they are. Fresca mangos. We always like to get this instant brown rice. It's totally organic. There are no other ingredients in it besides rice, brown rice. If you see the ingredients, organic brown rice and water. Anyway, you put it in the microwave for 90 seconds and it comes out perfectly. It's just handy. It's one big serving or two, probably medium to small servings. And we just mix that with anything else we're making, like a burrito bowl or whatever. I got a bag of potatoes because I have a plan this week. I'm going to pre-make a bunch of food and put it in baggies and put it in the freezer because it's so much easier for me to continue eating clean if I don't have to think about it. So a lot of times I'll make like 1 or 2 weeks worth of food all in one day and just put it in the freezer, and that's the way to go, especially if you're trying to achieve some sort of fitness goal. Summer's sodas here. These are probably the healthiest way you can drink a diet cola. I got this chicken here. This is organic chicken breast from Costco. I got 2 packages of it, and these potatoes. I'm gonna make this chicken. I just call it bodybuilder chicken. I found this YouTube video of a guy making it, and it's just called How to Bake Chicken for Dummies and Bodybuilders. So it's kind of funny, but it's actually a super simple and good way to cut up and make this chicken. And then that's what I put in the freezer. So I'll put that with some cut up cooked potatoes in each baggie in the freezer. I think that'll be a good option. They had organic raspberries and strawberries at Costco. That was Summer, yeah. She's a guest in the background. So these are kiwis. And then I got a box of this salad. The organic milk. They had these organic free-range eggs at Costco. So I got 2 of those because that's another part of my plan is I'm going to cook up a whole bunch of scrambled eggs and more potatoes again and pre-make a bunch of breakfast burritos and freeze those. And that's another handy thing to have. And then I got more perfect bars. And it's not just chicken and potatoes or eggs and potatoes that I'm going to have every day. I'm also going to make a bunch of brown rice and black beans and freeze those in portions too. And I can mix and match that with some salad and broccoli and all kinds of other stuff. So that's a super clean way to kind of go about eating lunches and dinners and stuff for me. And I won't have to think about it for a couple of weeks. So that's everything. That's the haul.
So it's Sunday and we are just leaving church, heading home for lunch and naps. Our whole Sunday grocery shopping thing is kind of done. Well, we have the girls.
Yeah, we did it yesterday.
Jimmy did it with just 2.
And I did a haul.
Yeah. So you want to talk about church? our church chat.
Yeah.
You ready for this? It was intense today.
Intense.
I was in tears. A lot of people were in tears.
We went out of sequence today. We had been in the book of 1 Peter. Today we were not in the book of 1 Peter. We were in 1 Corinthians
5?
5?
I think. I wrote down 5.
1 Corinthians 5.
Might have been 12. Oh, it might have been 12. I think I wrote down the wrong.
Oh, okay. Well,
you can go on.
We went to Acts. We were in Acts 5. I know. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 12, I think. It was about church discipline because there was a church discipline issue that came up. And it needed to be addressed to the congregation.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of sad because the people involved had been at the church for a long time and stuff, and it was a pretty serious issue. So,
but the way that it happened was before church discipline happened, it was an entire message on why it needs to happen and how it should be done, so that it wasn't received lightly or received as gossip or anything. That the whole church would understand why it was happening. And I thought it was a really good message, even to not have a church discipline at the end. I thought it was a really good message.
It was really good. Yeah,
I wrote down a lot.
The gist of it, I'll summarize it quickly, is just it talks. There's I think sometimes a perception by people who aren't Christians that Christians are hypocrites, and it's true. A lot of times Christians don't look any different than anybody else, but then they're telling people that they need Jesus, and somebody looks at that and they say, well, why? You do the same stuff as me. So anyway, the difference is a Christian is supposed to be repentant. Yes, we're all going to sin. We're all equally sinners like anybody else. But we recognize what Christ has done for us, and we're repentant. So when we sin, we repent. We're constantly striving to be more Christ-like. That's the difference. When there is a Christian who is choosing willfully to do something sinful, and they're intentionally not repentant because they want to rebel, that's an issue for church discipline.
Some of the good notes that I took, which I'll just read off. The main idea says a church that does not practice corporate discipline for unrepentant members is not a church at all. So that was the main idea of it. He said church is a place to come as you are, because a lot of people say, well, isn't the church for everyone? And that's true. You come as you are, but you just can't stay where you are, and that is the important thing about your walk with Christ. It's a walk. You're moving forward, and so you can't stay where you are when you come. It's impossible if you're truly walking with Christ. He said a Christian is not a sinless person. A Christian is a repentant person. I've struggled with that in church. Being a believer is feeling like looking around and going, these people aren't like what Christ would want. But hearing it put like that, I don't know, just kind of softened my heart maybe a little bit towards it. I don't know. Does that make sense? Yeah. A Christian is not a sinless person. A Christian is a repentant person. I thought that was really good. You are not a hypocrite if you sin. You're a hypocrite if you're unrepentant, which goes along with the whole a Christian is not a sinless person. A Christian is a repentant person. Then at the end he said his main statement was, this is a real church, a real people marked by real repentance. Oh, that was just really good. I was in tears at the end. It was hard. So that's what church was about, and you guys can listen or watch. We'll leave the link below. And eating train, I just started feeling really gross. My emotions were kind of crazy, and I've been tired. I wasn't feeling as good as I was feeling when I was eating cleaner. So I made my big smoothie this morning and had that. Probably have some oranges or some fruit or something when we get home. And I think at least for a few nights I'm just gonna make salads for dinner and not really cook anything, just to clean and detox a little bit. I just am in the mood for clean, simple things for food. Jimmy's not on doing vegan anymore, but he's still gonna eat clean. He's making like rice and beans and chicken and
brown
fish.
rice, black beans, chicken breast, fish.
Yeah.
And potatoes, totally clean though, not adding extra like junk in there.
I really just want to get rid of sugar and processed foods.
Yeah.
And meat and dairy.
Like I'm not gonna have like cheese in there and stuff like that, you know. Just it's gonna be clean.
We're getting cleaned up
Some
this
eggs.
week.
I'm gonna pre-make a bunch
And
of
I'm just
breakfast
gonna tell
burritos.
you, if I had confidence in my bang cutting abilities, I would have blunt bangs today. I would have cut them last night. That's just where I'm at in life right now.
That would have been an impulse decision.
That would have been impulsive. I don't like them being in my face, and I hate doing this. I want to be like that person.
Yeah.
And I don't like being this
cheek.
person either.
I just bit my cheek because I had an emotional reaction to what you were saying. If you continue with growing your bangs out, you won't have to do this anymore. Because they'll be long enough you can just pull it back in like a smart
But
ponytail.
I need something that covers part of my forehead, because look at all those wrinkles when I smile. All that. Like, what's up? I need Botox.
Your friend was right that it's not about the bangs. It's about this insecurity about your forehead.
Oh, all right.
Your forehead's great. You have a
Well,
beautiful
look at the
forehead.
time. We should go. Oh, that's sweet, baby. Thank you.
Beautiful forehead.
The girls are in bed and we get to just have special time right now, huh? Chloe's not feeling very good though. So we've got her some orange juice, and I put 3 drops of the grapefruit seed extract in that. And we'll do some more in the morning, so I should help her feel a lot better. I'm sorry, I don't feel good. And then I'm having my salad with the cucumbers and pumpkin seeds and tomatoes, and then I did a salad dressing with maple syrup and orange juice and lemon juice and apple cider vinegar and garlic and what else did I put in there? I can't remember.
Corn?
No corn. I'm trying to remember what else is in the dressing, but that's it. And then water.
Oh, cucumbers.
Yeah, I put cucumbers and tomatoes, and it's really good.
Can I have a cucumber?
No, get your little sick fingers out of my salad. Get your sick finger. I'll get you a cucumber when you're done with your juice if you want. I had to check in and celebrate a little victory right now because for the first time in 2 weeks, we put the girls to bed and they're actually staying in their bed and they're not screaming. That is such a thing to celebrate. The older one tends to get out of bed at least 5, maybe 10 times right after we lay her down. Sometimes she'll pretend like she has to go to the bathroom, or she'll just get out of bed and start playing. It's every night. And so far, they're still in bed. She's singing to herself, which is super cute, but she's still in bed. So I'm celebrating. And then also today, when I needed to get her pajamas on, I was like, hey, come over here. I need to get you your jammies on. And she ran over to me, threw her arms around me, and she's like, I love you. And I almost started to cry because, I mean, I've been telling them that I love them from day 2. And the little one will say it back to me, but the older one won't say it back. And she'll say, okay, but she never says it back. So for her to just say it and be so excited about it, and I didn't initiate it, I don't know, it just was a moment. It was sweet, and I'm so thankful for those moments. I'm learning that you really have to mark them and hold on to them, because when the harder times come, those moments, those memories make it a little bit easier. So anyway, that's what's happening tonight. I just finished my salad, and now I'm going to take a shower, take off my makeup, and then tomorrow is going to be the best day because Becky offered to take Chloe for the day, and the girls have preschool and Taylor's at school, so I have a whole day to myself. I mean, I don't know, until 3. So I am going to maybe do a really long workout and some yoga because I haven't done yoga. So I'm going to do Abby's workout and then some yoga. Maybe I'll watch some reality TV in bed. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go for a walk. I don't have to film because I did that today, so I might do some emails. It's just so, you just don't realize how much you take for granted until you don't have it anymore. So I'm really excited about tomorrow. It's like the best day ever, and it hasn't even happened yet. What are you doing?
I'm reading this Bible. This new Bible. And should I tell the story of this Bible?
Sure.
Why it's so special to me?
Yeah.
So my pastor he's a good friend of mine, and he gave me his Bible today after he preached with it at church after church, and he signed it over to me. I don't know how long he's had it, but he has tons
It's actually
of
kind of new to him.
There's tons of notes in here, and I think he got a new Bible that he's going to be using. This is like a real pastor's Bible. It's like super high quality. It's an heirloom Bible, and I can pass this on. It's got the wide margins in there. But I was just telling Summer, I'm so humbled and inspired. I feel emotional about this, though, for real. Like, I'm humbled by this because I look through here and I see the diligence and the passion that he has for studying the Bible, his heart for the Word of God, and like just by his notes and the way he does things, I can see his excitement and his love for the Word of God. And like I'll follow some of his notes. I'll have other references. I'll follow, and it's kind of like he leaves trails going through and stuff, and he puts notes in here. And I'm reading things, and like little things will be written in here, and I'll read it, and I'll think, I remember when he said that a couple of weeks ago at church. And so I feel like I can follow his thought process as he's reading through this, and it's super exciting for me. It's kind of like such a good example to me of how I should do things, because I read it and I'm like, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
so
cool.
That's what's inspiring too. Humbling, because I look at this and I think, that's the heart of a pastor. That's somebody who loves the Word of God. I want my Bible to be like that. When somebody picks it up, I want them to think the same thing. Taylor's already jonesing for this Bible. He wants me to pass it down to him right now. Because we read through, it was cool. We read through a little note, and Taylor was like, what does that mean? I was like, well, you have to read the passage to see what the note is about. So we read the little passage, and then I read the note, and he still didn't quite get it, so I explained a little bit more. And he was like, oh, so that's why Paul said this. And I said, yeah, you now see the note says this. And he goes, oh, that's why he said that.
I didn't say, oh.
But you could see that it clicked, and that the note was like this whole thing. And I told Taylor, I was like, I know, I've read that part probably hundreds of times, and I didn't really know that or pick up on that. So it's cool because you see. So this is somebody who for his career, if you want to call being the pastor like a career, I don't want to make it sound like, I don't want to compare it to like my regular job, because I think it's more important than my job. But this is what he does, with his life. He studies the Bible, and he's a pastor. So there's so much education and thought and time put into his studying. So it's really cool.
And what's unfortunate is that a lot of pastors aren't that way. They buy their sermons or, Yeah. So I just feel blessed that we have a pastor that actually wants to understand the Bible.
Me too. The best pastor I've ever had. It's sad that it's hard to. It's not. I don't know. It's just less common nowadays in modern society for a pastor to be like that.
Yeah.
If I was a pastor, which I just, not. But if I was, that's what I want to be like. So that's cool.
Well, cool. I'm excited to look through it too.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor, you need to go to bed, buddy. Nice,
what are you doing?
Nice way of slipping in and trying to stay awake.
To stay up or like show up.
He's like, oh, they won't even notice I'm here.
Yeah. Oh, they're hanging out and they're making a little video. Oh, I can just come hang out too. They won't even notice.
We know how you think. All right. Good night, Taylor. So we're watching the Duggars, and I was just telling Jimmy that when I watch them, it makes me want to bake bread and do domestic things and be super sweet and patient and I don't know, just be a better person. So I asked Jimmy, what do they make you want to do
Well,
when you watch it?
they make me want to have all of my kids be like, I want my kids to turn out like that. I think this is a short answer.
They've been very, very intentional with their parenting.
I know, like they had all their kids sitting around in this big circular couch thing, and they're all quiet and obedient, and they're not like goofing around and throwing stuff and hitting each other, and they're like doing a little Bible study, and they're all pitching in and participating. How do they get these little kids to do that? I can't get our kids to sit and pay attention to anything for more than a minute. And even if I get them to both sit down, one of them will start complaining and rolling around and flopping around. That's when then it's like...
Maybe it's just the consistency. They've been doing it since birth.
Yeah.
You know? They didn't start it when they were 6 and 9.
We're going to make some changes around here.
Let's start tomorrow. Now that you have your Bible. Alright, gotta get back to my Duggars.
I'm getting pens for my Bible right now.
Oh man. You're shopping? Is that out of our cash? Is that on the credit card?
I don't know how to order something online with cash.
Jimmy, we're not supposed to use the credit card.
Well,
This is what we're trying to avoid.
I know.
Jimmy.
How do I get a pen? How do I get a pen?
You were trying to be a sneaky shopper right now. If I were doing that, you would be so upset.
Wait, yesterday, though, we had this little talk and you said...
A little talk about what? Buying pens?
I asked you about something and you said, you know our finances, I trust your judgment.
I know, but then we agreed to the cash system and not putting anything on the credit cards.
Yes.
And what are you doing?
I'm getting a
You just
pen.
got busted.
I'm getting a pen.
How much is it?
Well, okay. I was gonna get one pen. That's it's like about $4 because it's a special pen that doesn't leak through the pages, super fine point. You know,
And
archival ink.
But
when you look at all the notes in Matt's Bible, there's different colors, and there's good reason to have different color coordination because you can link things up, and then you can follow like an underline on one color in the note for it, and a different color in the note for that. So I'm gonna need a 6-pack of assorted colors, but when I get the 6-pack of assorted colors, it's $12. So it's like it drops the price of the individual pen in half. And here's the best part, Summer. I'm going to share these pens with you so you can also do this in your Bible. I'm getting us some really nice
okay,
pens.
so where are you coming up with that money?
I was going to surprise you with
where
these
are
pens.
Are you not gonna take $12 out of our next? I know it's only $12, but this is a slippery slope. You do it here.
I'll tell you what.
You're gonna make other little exceptions.
Okay, here's what I'll do.
Okay.
I have a little stash of cash in my wallet. I'll take $12 out of that, and I'll put it in the bank.
You will?
Yeah.
All right. Glad we talked that out. Where'd you get a stash? Where did that come from? And why don't I have it?
I thought our problem was solved.
Where'd that money come from?
Well, okay. Like a couple of weeks ago, I don't even remember where it came from. I had like a $20 bill in my wallet. And I had it in there with like 2 $1 bills. I had like $22 in there. And I just thought, I don't even remember where the 20 came from, but I kept it in my wallet and I thought, I'm just going to keep this in my wallet just in case I need cash or something that's handy, you know.
Okay.
It's nice to have like just a couple dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we started the cash system and I got the cash out for our groceries, I didn't take the cash out of my wallet and put it into our grocery pile. I kept it in my wallet.
Got it.
And then last week we didn't quite use all of our cash.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So you stashed it in your wallet?
No. We didn't quite use all of our cash. And remember I said
It's supposed to go to the next week.
Okay. But remember I said, hey Summer, we didn't use all of our cash. I really want to go get a burrito. Because I was down in this area of like this really good Mexican food place. So I'll take a little bit of this cash with me and I'll get a burrito. And I did. But there was like a couple dollars left from that.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, Summer, do you have any little stashes of cash?
I have my birthday money.
Do you have anything
I haven't
else?
been taking money from stashes around the house. I have my birthday money. All right then. Goodbye.
All right.
Busted.
Hey guys, how are you? Okay, so like I said, today's video is all about spring beauty essentials, and I'm teaming up with my friend Abby. I've done collabs with her before. Abby from Color Swept Beauty.